Alright, so the time is 8 or 9. So I started to work about 12 hours ago. So, with respect to my family, I'm doing 12-hour days, right? Now, this is the advertised work. Now, I will tell you, or I will try to recollect every single hour of what I actually did. So, and we could tally how many hours of work actually did, right? Now, I reached work at 8:15, 8:20, something like that. I immediately started to work. I worked until like 8:40. I had 8:45 meeting. When I attended the meeting, right after the meeting, I started to come back and work. I had some questions for my architect, and I spoke to him. I had them cleared off, and I started working on it. He helped me out because I was trying to figure out a problem. And at 9:30, I had another meeting until 10 o'clock. Until 10 o'clock the meeting went on. Until 10 o'clock. And I had a call with another team member at around 10 o'clock. That went for another 10-15 minutes, I guess. Now, so that's, let's say, 8:20 to 10:20. That's 2 hours. Now, after that, I don't know what I did. I did work for about 45 minutes to an hour until 11:40. Let's say 45 minutes. Then I was very hungry. I tried to grab something to eat, but I forgot to take lunch from home, so I had to go out. At around 12:15, I went out. I had lunch. I came back at around 12:30. I guess quarter to 1. I don't know. Maybe quarter to 1. Maybe 1 o'clock. Okay. So that's a morning 2 hours plus another 45 minutes of work. 2 or 45 minutes of work by 1 o'clock. Now, is that it? Wait. From 8:20 to 10:30, I did work. From 10:30 to around 11:30, I did work. Let's say 1 more hour instead of 45 minutes. That's 3 more hours. Then, after that, I took about 1 hour lunch break. So that's about right. So 2 hours 45 minutes. So be it, right? Now, after I came back from lunch, I had a call with one of my QA guys for about like 45 minutes something. I was trying to explain him a few things, and I was really scared of not finishing the task today. I was like really scared. So I started coding, and exactly at 1:10, oh yeah, this I remember, exactly at 1:10 p.m. I said out to myself. So before I wanted to leave early to home today, which I did not. That's a different story. But before I leave home today, I got to make use of every single hour is what I pledged, right? So from 1 to 3, I did quite a bit of work. When I said quite a bit of work, that includes a couple of calls with my QA. I think my product owner called me, and she had some questions, and I answered that. And I was I was really working, and at around 3:15, 3:20, my manager came in, and right now the pressure is on at work, and we were talking about several things, how things should be handled, how we should keep our heads high, and all the philosophical things. Um, and this went on up to 4 o'clock. So from 1 to 3, or maybe 3:15, right? I did work very well. So 1:15 to 3:15, that's another 2 hours of work. So 2 hours, 4 hours 45 minutes. Okay, 4 hours 45 minutes. Now from 4 o'clock until 4:30 or 4:30, yeah, 4:30 we had a meeting, and from 4:30 at around 4:30, 5 o'clock, there was this one task which is pending for a very long time. I finished that, and at around at around 5:15, I had another call with one of my colleagues, and she wanted help in some coding. So I tried to help her with that, and then I started to work. I finished that. I checked in my code. I just expressed my concern to my friend that I did not do a whole slew of regression kind of testing for the code changes that I made, which I'm really tensed even now actually. So then I started to work on a new module, which we are trying to validate some stuff, and I worked on it until 7:30, something like that. So where did we calculate? Until 3:15 we did calculate, right? So we'll resume at 4 o'clock, and some 4 to 7:30 is when we left. 7:30 is when we left, so that's 3.5 hours. So 4 hours 45 minutes plus 3.5 hours, 7 hours 45 minutes, 8 hours 15 minutes, out of which, let's say I took half an hour break here and there. So 7 hours 45 minutes is what I worked until now. Now the time is 8:15. I just am parking near my home, and let me see if I can close. I don't think so. Okay, so I'm not going to work tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment, and but I'll be working from home. My idea is again work until 12 o'clock tonight, so that I can finish the module which I'm working on right now. I want to start working at 9. It's 8:20 right now, so if I can start working at 9 o'clock, and if I work until 12, that will be 3 hours of work. And even if I start working at 9:30, that's 2.5 hours of work. And again, tomorrow morning, like every day, I do want to get up at 4 o'clock and start working. So the advantage with tomorrow is I don't have to go to work. Instead, I can continue working from home, and I could take breakfast break, and I could go to gym. Yeah, because I do have a gym in my apartment which I have access to. Now I could do that. Yeah, if 3 hours today, at least 2.5 hours tomorrow. That's a good amount of time. by tomorrow morning, then I could jump off and go 1.5 hour gym or whatnot. So 3 hours, 2 hours, so 5 hours by tomorrow morning 6 o'clock is what I'm hoping for. So with that, I can finish off the module I'm working on, which I won't need 3 hours, and I could also finish off the testing for which I actually worked on, right? I could finish that off as well, right? Or I could switch between these two, I probably want to test my changes first so that my team in India, they could come and test whatever they want to test. But I also probably want to make some more code changes for a couple more things wherever the lines are commented. So yeah, so 5 hours by tomorrow 6 o'clock is what I'm hoping for. So far, now that I counted, so far the day looks good. So yeah, never stop, guys, never stop. I mean, you know the halt drill, right? Take care of yourself, but don't stop. Don't stop. Never stop. Before I leave you guys here, I do want to say that, whenever I see those really rich houses, like, $10 million, $5 million houses, previously I used to think, wow, my God, those guys must be really rich, must be really successful. But it never occurred to me, why can't that be me? When it occurred to me a month ago, or I think a little more than that, I started looking at homes in my price range. I right now I can't even afford a home. I cannot. But I am planning to buy a multi-million-dollar home, which I will, because that's the determination I got. I will, if anything is possible, then this is possible. I want to buy a multi-million-dollar home with half of the price put down. Now, how? I don't know. But will it be possible? Yes, 100%. This is the confidence I have, and I'm going to work for it. Somebody has to kill me, or I have to die on a treadmill before I get down. This is the determination I got. This is what I'm striving for. I will be great in my life. I will give great benefits to my family. I will only live in a multi-million-dollar home, and I will pay off that home in 5 years. I will buy that home with half of the cash down. Go get your dreams, guys.